Okay, back again. Haven't moved in the last 40 minutes. I've just taken this apart about 15 times. Slightly perplexed. There's no real reason why I can't see how to open this thing. Does that make sense? It's yeah, it's going to be a problem in the field because you try and pick it and then the key doesn't work, and that's a serious thing. If you don't get it open and you can't reset it properly, then you're just ruined. Yeah. What I'm trying to do at the moment is I've got the picking wire in backwards, so I'm rotating this way to lift the levers because there's zero clearance on the front. So around here, you literally can't get the wire in there at all against the curtain. All 5 levers sit directly on it, and with the top spring on, that basically traps the wire and you can't move anything. So it doesn't work. So on this one, I'm lifting from the back of the levers, and I did it once with the cover off, but when I put the cover back on, it behaves completely differently, which is again somewhat peculiar. And I should be able to figure out. So reset the lock, bring it back on, get that behind, do that. So now I should feel springy levers. Springy lever. I can only lift it that far. I should be able to lift it way higher. Yeah, that's stopping there, and that's me twisting against it. And it won't lift the lever. With the cover off, it works fine. But with the cover on, it just will not lift up. I do not know why. So yeah, that's all for now. Okay, so jump cut. We're now inside the lock again. So you can see what I'm doing here is with the lever back rather than the front being picked. Just do that up again. You can get it in backwards, it does work. You can do it with the case on, cover on. Of course the problem is that it's very difficult to do this with your thumb there without cheating and compressing the pack and have turning force and that you guys see what's going on as well. So there's the wire. Hope you can see that in there. The whole thing just collapses apart time after time. You have to hold it just so. Okay, so we're going to go in and lift from the back. First thing to do, go in and just, got no torque on it now, come on. That click as it going back into position. The curtain drops out, it's like a 2-stage curtain, it's really weird. So, I do that, you can see there, I'm lifting that. I was. Oh, come on. The curtain just sort of torques out of the way, and then all the levers fall off, and it's a weird 2-part curtain, which you have to keep clicking back into place. Right, that's back in place. Stay there. Try that again. Right, so I'll do that. Oh, come off it. Right. Just behave. So we need 4 hands. Customarily locksmiths have 3 hands. This one, you need 4 hands. Oh, Right, hopefully this will work. I've got this right the way in now, so it's sitting on. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, third attempt. I've put the pick at the tensioner at the back this time. Okay, so come in with the back facing wire, and if I go in there, if I tap that, you can see that's going up quite nicely. Lever 5, so now it's free. Leave it alone. Test the next one. It never binds, just goes right the way up. So, because there's no spring on it to bring it back down, you're hiding nothing, you'd have to reset the lock each time. And I think you'd be there for quite a long time trying to decode it like this, really. But I think it's doable. You know, that one's binding, so number 4 binds, binds, binds. It's just got that typical crunchy feel that you get with a safe lock, where they're just free floating levers. If I move my thumb out of the way, you can see they actually stay there quite well. So I've lifted number 3 way too high. And then back onto number 5, and that's still the one with the spring. This spring here. It's a curious double spring. This spring here pushes onto that lever there pushes this back down. So if I relax the tension off, that arm now pushes that back down, and that resets the lock entirely. It's a curious design, clearly based on some of the safe locks in the market. Anyway, so 5 until it goes floppy. Test the next one. 4, next one, next one. The problem is you touch it and it moves, you know. So I've just overset 3, even knowing that I'm not supposed to be touching 3. You can get back down by just rattling your pick wire. Obviously when the case is on, that doesn't happen. When the case is off, everything just falls off the front. So I'll leave that front spacer as well, who cares. So number 4, 3, 2, 1, back to 5, 4, 3, nothing, 2, nothing, 1, nothing, back to 5, which feels like it's in the gate, and that just feels like a normal, typical lever. Four is either on the bottom edge of the gate or it's bound up, so I'll leave that one. It's hard to tell the difference, but the free movement ones, they just move. Slightest touch, they move and stay there. And back to 2. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 1's binding. 1, let's go open now. 1 again. Okay, 1's now loose. 2's loose. 3 is catching on the bottom of the gate. 4, 5 still seems okay. Come back through the pack, just slightest of touches. That's open. There you go. So now all we need to do is replicate that with the thing with the case on. So far I've got nowhere doing it. Nowhere at all. can get the wire in here like this, round to the back. And then I'm going to continue tensioning it from the wrong side because, yeah, what the heck, why not? Okay, so on to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 again. Slight movement on the turning there. There's almost no feedback from the front 4 levers. Okay, 5 feels like it's possibly negates. Whoops. 4 was bound. It's not now. It's possibly now just been thrown far too high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can hear the levers dropping back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can hear the guinea pigs leaping around in the background. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm using my little finger for tension, so I can't really put much on, which is a bit awkward. Let's move my hand down. Five, 4, yeah, I think somehow I've lifted 1 way too high at some point, despite not thinking I've even touched it. 5, 4, 3, don't know which one that was. 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, don't know, I lost again. Let's reset it. Okay, it doesn't always reset. If I take this out and try it with the key now, it may well not work. This may not be possible to pick from this position because it won't reset the lock. Okay, 5. 4. 5's in the gate. 4, who knows? 3, 2, 1. With very, very light touch. Just, you know, literally just tap still seems fine. It's definitely still the highest lift lever because it's spring loaded. The mainspring lifts whichever, or returns whichever lever is highest. So 4 is a bit grindy. Means it's probably the binding lever now. So 5 again. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5 seems okay. Hear that? There were some levers falling back down then. So what's binding? Weird. That's 1, 2. The space is huge on this as well. 1, 2, 3. Just relax the tension off there, just to drop 5 back down a bit. And that feels like that's in a gate there. 4. Back on 5, which is just off a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. I think 4 is what's binding now. 5, 4, come on. God, we're pushing 20 minutes now. One, 2, 3, 4. I've picked easier safe locks on this. 10 levers based on the same system. But to be fair to those, the double action, so the key is split, so you can push the levers up and down. things with this. They're not. I'm varying the amounts of pressure I'm using now on the tension tool. Reset it. Right. 5. 5 definitely binds first. So 5 is now springy, which means that it's, well, not the binding lever, so we leave it alone. So 4. 5 again. I'm so going to fit plastic cover on this tomorrow. Come on. 5. I felt the turning tool move then. Come on, 4. Jeez. 5. 4. 3. 2. 5 again. 4. 5. 4. 3. Is that 3? No. That's 2, I think. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Well, I've just deliberately massively overlifted 2, I think. 1. It's really hard to keep track of where I am in this lock. Jeez. 5. I'm doing the smallest movements that I can manage. 4. Problem is when it's bound like that and you lift it and it goes ping, that could just shot straight past the gate. Oh, hang on. Right, 5 then. That just gave me some good rotation. Oh, it's open. Ha! I was about to quit. It's open. There we go. 24 minutes. Good grief. Right, you've already seen inside it, but just because rules are rules for all this belt nonsense. There you go. All 5 levers. All intact. No fiddling. Zoom that right in. There, you see all 5 levers are present and correct. Come on, you bastard. There we go. See if I can get without my thumb in the way. Yep, see all the gates are the correct size as well. That's a 4 lever lock. 4. Let me zoom out a bit more. 4, 3, 2. Oh, fuck. Yeah, came thinking out there. Stupid design. Anyway, there's the last one. And just for proof, you can see that the gates all fit snugly, like so. There you go. Thank you.